guys, in this tutorial we're going to be learning about PHP 7 switch statements, and so stay tuned because we're going to get started right now. Alright, this is Max with A1 Website Pro, and without further ado, let's dive right into this lesson. Let's fire up our Champ server, shall we? And you can see that I have mine here rocking and rolling. I got it on the green light. If you're not sure about what this is, you might want to start back at the first lesson. We're going to go to our application. That's going to fire up our default browser, and that'll have our dashboard in here. And we're going to type in website, because that's what we've been working on in these tutorials. My website. And there we go. And if you guys need the files for this video lesson, you can find the link in the description in this video. If you click on that link, it'll take you to A1 Website Pro right to the post where you can download these files and you can join us here. Alright, so we're going to be talking about the case switch statement, so we need to fire up our Dreamweaver, or you could fire up your editor wherever it may be. The last thing we were working on was statements. And here we were considering the if and the else statement and stuff like that. But we're going to go up here and say File, Save As, Statements, hyphen if, else. Okay, if else, like that. Hit Save. We could go ahead and view the file. Let's go ahead and close out the if else because we're going to be working on these statements. I'm going to get rid of all this stuff that we're working on in the last lesson. And we're going to start with our case, our switch statements, okay? Now, I have my snippets loaded up here for you, and I'm ready for this tutorial. So the first thing that I want to do is start with a more simple switch statement, and then we'll get to a more complex. So let's go in here and put in a simple switch statement. All right, basically what we do is we set a variable, and this variable is set to 3. Then we have the terminator. The next thing we want to do is type in switch. This turns it on, okay? You got to turn her on. When you turn her on, she's ready to go, right? And then you have the parentheses, and inside those parentheses, that little variable sets right there. Okay, so that would be the same as putting the number 3 in there, but we just have var in there. So let's pull in whatever that variable is. We start out with the open and close parentheses. Okay, now to get to your operator. Case is your operator. Your operator is looking for whatever is in this variable. If it finds a match, okay, if it finds a match, it's going to say the variable equals 0. Okay, once it finds a match, it's going to echo whatever it wants to out there. Okay, and you can put anything in here. You can put images, you can put a video, text, just about anything. Okay, a link. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to tell the case operator, okay, listen, thank you for your help, but it's time for you to take a break. So we put in the break statement. We give it a break. Okay, so it's done. So now if it doesn't find anything to work with up here, okay, this case operator is going to do nothing. So we have a variable set to 3. The case is looking for a 0. What do you think is going to happen? Okay, let me hit Command S. We'll go to our website and we'll type in statements.php. Notice nothing shows up down here. This is the date, but the date's in the footer, okay? And that's because the operator said, hey, buddy, there's nothing here, okay? So let's give it something to actually find. We want it to find 0, okay? Command S, we set the variable to 0. Go here to the front of the website, and now we get the variable equals 0. Now let's follow protocol and put a P tag in there, shall we? Hit Command S, refresh it in the browser, variable equals 0. Okay, Now you may say, well, that's all and good and that's fascinating, Max, but what if I wanted to put something in there that it just shows just in case it doesn't find anything? Hey, we got a solution for you right here. So if it doesn't find anything, we can always put in default. Okay? And the default, we will say, we did not find anything here. Okay? So let's put our var back to 3. Oh, you little bastard. Sorry about that. Sorry about the language. But I do a lot of cussing at my computer. Okay, I'm going to hit Command S. Go to the browser, refresh. And it's saying absolutely nothing. Why? Because I need to echo out. We did not find anything here. So let me hit Command S once again. We did not find anything here. And we could also put that in P tags, put that in our paragraph tags, so Bootstrap knows what to do with it. Command S. Refresh. We did not find anything here. Sorry, we did not find anything here. Okay, well that's all well and good. Now, what if we did want to add more operators? See, with programming, you got as many operators as you want. So let's go ahead and put another operator in here. We're going to copy this line, and the break line. Okay? Because this represents one operator. So we'll hit Command C for copy, Command V, and Command V again. Now we're going to be looking for the number integer of 1. And we'll just say variable equals 1. We will go up here and change this to 1. So we've got the variable set to the integer of 1. The first operator is going to say, hey, that's not a 1. I'm just going to sit back here and sip my tea. The next one's going to be like, oh, time to go to work. I'm going to echo out variable equals 1, and then I'm going to take a break. Okay? So Command S, go here, refresh, variable equals 1. Okay, so you're starting to get the picture on how the switch statement works in PHP 7, right? Okay, well, let me see here. This is an illustration of multiple vars. I just decided to type it for you guys. But let's give an illustration, because you know I love to give illustrations, okay, on how something can be used. And before I do that, it's necessary for me to discuss what, a function in PHP called date, because you're going to be using this a lot when you're programming. You're going to be using the date function a lot. Okay, now that's not a number 1 in there. That's the letter L. Okay, so I'm going to set a var, and it's going to represent our days. But the cool thing about this function is whatever day it is, like if today's Friday, as you can tell from my computer up here, it's Friday. This little function here is going to echo out whatever day it is. Okay, it's going to by name. Now there's different ways to do it. You could do 0 through 6, because remember 0 is the way programming starts. But let me go ahead and echo out var. Today is Friday, and let me hit Command S. We'll go to the browser and I'll refresh it, and you can see Friday. It's Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. I'm working. Well, anyway, so we set that var to whatever date it is, okay? And I'll leave this for you guys in this script, so you can play around with it if you want to do something in real life. But just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to take control of this var, and we're going to set it to whatever the hell we want to set it to, right? Okay, so let me move down here. And right now we have the var set to Monday. And this is going to give us some inspirational quotes, of course, with a little joking twist. And go ahead and get rid of this comment thing down here before it screws us up. And we're going to take control of our days. We're going to set our days to whatever we want. Okay, so first we're going to set it to Monday. I'm going to hit Command S, go to our browser, and refresh. If Monday had a face, I would punch it. Okay, very nice. Nice guy there. By the way, I didn't make these up. I got these offline. So we're setting a variable of Monday. We say, hey, time to make a switch. And we put our little var variable right in there, inside of our parentheses, nice, tucked away. And then we say, hey, operator, are you holding the keys to Monday? And she says, why, yes, I am holding the keys to Monday. And then she echoes out, if Monday had a face, I would punch it. And then we tell her, okay, well, you just take a break. All right? Now notice nothing else gets executed on that page. All right? If we took these break statements out, it would execute everything. So that's why it's important to put the break statement in. Okay? Now here, you can kind of get the picture if I set Tuesday up here, or Wednesday. But now let's set Wednesday, W-E-D-N-E-S-D-A-Y, Wednesday. Third grade, Mrs. Rom taught me how to spell Wednesday. Okay, Command S. Go to the browser, refresh. Ooh, and now we have an image. Frankly, I think most people can learn a lot more than what they think they can. They sell themselves short without even trying. Elon Musk, kind of like that guy. Anyway, you can see I put an image tag there. And you could put images, quotes, videos, just about anything that you want. Okay? But if you wanted this to be dynamic on your website, then, you just take this little var variable right here, copy, and I'm just going to put it in right here. I remember, today's Friday, so let's see what that gives us. Refresh. Friday is like a superhero that always arrives just in time to stop me from savagely beating one of my coworkers with a keyboard. Interesting. All right. So you see how that just automatically took Friday, date, parenthesis, single quote, letter L, single quote, parenthesis, the terminator. All right. So that's how that works. But for you guys, I'll leave it in there. When you download the files, you'll have it at the site. And that's pretty much how it works. I'm sure there's something else that I want to tell you, but I can't think of it right now. I will do a follow-up video if the need may be, like I had to do earlier today. But I think this pretty much gives you a basic understanding of the switch statement in PHP, so you can use it. And there's my dogs. Must be a bear outside. I am in the middle of the woods, by the way. Hey, this is Max. If you're liking these tutorials, please like, share, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson.